Well, this was not just an operation, it became a confrontation that exposed the deep fault lines inside America. Because what really unfolded on the streets of Minneapolis, it was not merely about immigration enforcement. It was about power, authority, fear, and a nation increasingly at odds with itself. Well, it was early Wednesday morning before the city was fully awake. Federal immigration agents moved into parts of Minneapolis. No dramatic announcement though, no warning signals, just armored vehicle, tactical gear, and officers preparing for what they called a targeted enforcement mission. But within minutes, the operation stopped being quiet. The first sign of trouble came when journalists arrived. Associated Press reporters, they clearly identified as media, stepped out to document the operation, and that is when the situation turned tense. Officers allegedly shouted at them to get back in the vehicle, and then came the warning: return now or face the arrest. Can you imagine that moment? You are a journalist doing your job, standing in a democratic country, and all of a sudden you are being threatened with detention. The message was unmistakable. This was not an environment where questions were welcomed. But the real explosion was yet to come. As word spread, protesters began gathering. Some were immigration activists, some were local residents, others were simply angry citizens who were demanding transparency. What started as shouting quickly escalated into chaos. Witnesses say that officers deployed a chemical irritant, basically a crowd control spray designed to push the people back. One person was seen clutching their face after being sprayed, another one was detained. Phones came out, cameras rolled, and within minutes, the images were everywhere. But you know why the city is already on the edge? Because this operation did not happen in isolation. It came with just after a deeply controversial incident, a fatal shooting of Alex Pretty, an ICU nurse by federal agent. That case is still raising uncomfortable questions. Was deadly force necessary? Were protocols followed? Could the situation have been handled differently? Now, for many Americans, the trust deficit, it widens overnight. So when agents returned to the streets, tensions were already at the boiling point. And then enters politics in the scene. Donald Trump issued a sharp warning to Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. The accusation that Mayor was refusing to fully cooperate with federal immigration enforcement. Well, Trump's message was blunt here. He reportedly questioned the mayor against playing with fire. In Washington's language, that was not just criticism, it is a signal of confrontation between federal authorities and local governance. Because this is bigger than battle unfolding. Should cities decide how immigration law are enforced locally, or must federal directives override the local resistance? This is the heart of America's sanctuary city debate, by the way. And Minneapolis is now one of the newest flashpoints.